Hi, my name is Michelle Blood, and you are listening to this program right now because you are ready to learn about the power of your magnificent mind. Right now, you can use this power to draw to you, just like a magnet, all of the things that you could ever need, want, or desire. Now, you notice I said my name is Michelle Blood. I didn't say I am Michelle Blood because my name is not who I am. Who I am is a powerful spirit living in a physical body. Now, this powerful spirit that I am has been given the greatest gift of all from God. Now, what is this gift? The greatest gift of all is the ability to think. Yes, to think, reason, choose. Yes, think. And as we think, we are also creating. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, said, "Thoughts are things." That's right. This is a powerful statement that when truly understood and believed will change your life because you will become aware of everything you say. Thoughts really are things. Everything we think about creates our new reality, our tomorrows. And you know what? Our subconscious mind thinks in pictures. That is why it is so important and powerful to visualize what we desire to experience in this blessed life. Literally to paint the picture of our dreams into the treasury of our subconscious mind. What is it that we desire in our life? There are so many different and wonderful ways to reprogram our subconscious mind. And we are going to talk about this today on this magnetic creative visualization program. The next portion of this program is truly the genie, the magic lamp. It is the magnetic creative visualization time for you, where you get to lie down or sit and be comfortable and be guided to create your dreams today. It is so important that you understand how your mind works. That is why I've added this portion of the program before we begin on the visualization itself. Some people refer to this as a guided meditation. Meditation is so important to your health and well-being. However, it is sometimes challenging just to empty our minds of all thought, which is what true meditation is. I love to have my meditation time with something to focus on. Now, this powerful program is your wake-up call to release the past and begin a new life of joy, hope, and a positive outlook for your future. It is all up to you. When you get to relax, slow down, and listen to the sound of my voice, knowing it is taking you into a place where you get the opportunity and the space and the time to really think big, abundant, beautiful thoughts. Visualize big. Visualize what it is that you truly desire in your life so that it is no longer wishful thinking. You have the power to use your powerful gift of thought to create good in your life. So if you're really ready, and I know you are, you would not even be listening to this right now, take the time. This is your life. Stop wasting it. Begin living it to the fullest. The mind. Oh my goodness, the mind. The mind is so powerful. We have our conscious mind and we have our subconscious mind. Now, our conscious mind has two areas. One area is the left side, and that is the analytical, logical side. Now, this portion of the mind takes in all the words you say and hear. And then we have our right side of our mind, and that is the creative side. This is the side that just doesn't hear the music. It lets the music go into our hearts so that we feel it. Where we feel, this touches us with emotion. It is so important to stop blocking our feelings, as these feelings guide us and teach us so much about who we really are. And as I said before, we are powerful spirits having a human experience. Let's make this experience be filled with love and all abundance. Now, when we combine the left and the right conscious sides of the mind together, it is extremely powerful. Now, when we get them balanced and working together and then enter that data into our subconscious mind, which is subjective and only knows now, well then, oh, then that is when the magic really happens. Well, how do we do this? We can do it through listening to positive words which affect our left logical side, while at the same time listening to music, which stimulates our right creative side. With Musivation, we do this with our affirmation power songs and with visualization programs, all with the combinations of words and music. This then goes straight into the subconscious mind consciously. I know I like to know what is being fed into my mind. That is why none of this is subliminal. You see, we have so much data in our subconscious mind, just like a computer. However, you could put millions of computers into one tall building like the Empire State Building, and that still wouldn't be anywhere near the amount of information that you hold and can accumulate into your subconscious mind. However, you have been taking things in for years that you may not even want. You've been taking in what you watch on television, in movies. You've been using your left and right side with information and music that may not always be positive. And when you listen to the information and music at the same time, it goes straight into your subconscious mind. When watching TV, say for example, your conscious mind does not have a chance to reject it because your mind is open and you're just there watching. The conscious mind rejects, the left side, the analytical side, information that it doesn't believe is the truth, usually only when we are the ones feeding it the information, as then we are actually thinking and have a chance to say to ourselves, yes or no. Yes, that is possible for me, or no, that is not possible because I'm not smart enough or pretty enough, etc. And off we go on a merry-go-round of discontent. All we have to say is, yes, I can do it. However, do we say this enough? Well, from now on you do, because you know what? You can do it. Whatever you dream of, you can achieve it. For another example, someone else may say to you, you are an extremely wealthy, creative, happy person. And if you don't feel right now that that is the truth for you, you may say, that's not the truth, and reject it. So it never gets to go into your subconscious mind. Because what happened was the old data came up from your subconscious mind that said, that's not true. You don't even know if you've got enough rent next month. You always spend more than you make. Creative? You don't have a creative bone in your body. When's the last time you went dancing? See, this old thinking comes up. Today, right now, we are going to release this old thinking and recreate new, powerful, positive thoughts into your subconscious mind. This is what Musivation is all about. Utilizing music for the right hemisphere of your mind and for the left hemisphere either lyrics, affirmations or the spoken word. See, combined, these new thoughts instantly and effortlessly with the music enter the treasury of your subconscious mind. I know I am repeating myself because I deeply desire for you to understand this and start using it for your betterment right now. Your subconscious mind is the computer that holds everything. I desire for you from this moment on to have positive, rich, wealthy, magnetic, happy thoughts that will go into your mind so that you will create good in all of your tomorrows. What has been happening for most of us is we're recreating the old pictures. Have you ever heard someone say, I always find jobs I don't like, my bosses are always mean, etc. Or, I always find a boyfriend or girlfriend who's not what I want, they're not good to me, they don't take me anywhere, or, oh gosh, I always get cars that break down. And then, of course, the opposite is also true. You can find someone who always finds a great job, who always has a great relationship, and wonderful friends. Now, you know why? They have learned, either unconsciously or consciously, how to use this power. Now, what I would like you to all be is conscious competence. Some people are unconscious competence, and they are doing quite well, thank you. However, once you know what you've been doing consciously, you can have such a quickening of being able to utilize this great power of your mind for good in your life, for much more good and much faster, because there is so much good in this world to enjoy and it's yours to use right now. Now, even if the words that I am now saying sound ridiculous and totally illogical to you, don't worry about that. All you need to know is that you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Do you, let me ask you this question, really, do you truly desire to improve your life? To be able to give your children, if you have children, the education that they deserve? To be able to travel this beautiful world wherever, whenever you please? To be able to do what you love to do and create money from it? Well, if that's a yes, this program is the beginning. So please, all I ask of you is be open-minded. This is all I desire for you, to be open-minded so that you can begin a new way of thinking. So do your own thinking, not what the television has programmed you, or the radio, or negative newspapers, or things that you were taught in school that do not serve you in today's modern world of constant change. And definitely not what neighbours or what other people think you should do. Stop letting people should on you. Do your own thinking. Yes, think for yourself. Terry Cole Whittaker, a wonderful lady, has a great book out called What Other People Think of Me Is None of My Business. I highly recommend that you read this wonderful book, because most people aren't even thinking about you. They're thinking about past events. They're thinking about themselves. Okay, some people do choose to get into the very negative, brainless occupation, sometimes referred to as gossip. That's their reality. They're not thinking. And when you have nothing to think about, you are not creating. We talk about other people and what they are doing. We watch soap operas about ordinary people with ridiculously negative lives. It is ridiculous. It's rubbish. This must be stopped. If we desire to be truly happy and fulfilled in our life, we must stop this insane worrying about what other people think of us. Plus, we must also stop judging what others do. What other people do is their business, not ours. You see, it does go both ways. Simply allow this program to assist you in developing new thoughts, creating new positive, abundant thoughts each and every beautiful day. Don't look at what your appearances are now in your life in a negative way. Focus and give thanks about what is good. I always give thanks for my comfortable bed. Sometimes something as simple as gratitude for the things we have that we may take for granted can change our whole perspective on things. Focus also on that which you choose to improve. Say right now, I know that the truth for me is that all things are possible. Come on, say it. I know that the truth for me is that all things are possible. I have faith. I have faith. Just saying it makes me feel good. I don't know about you. If you want to feel good, keep saying that. It is so wonderful. The more you say good things to yourself, well, yes, the simple truth is the more good you will manifest in your life. However, remember, it isn't enough just to say, I am prosperous and I am loving. You also have to take action. And listening to this program over and over again will assist you to begin to think. And soon, creative ideas will flow and you will find the right action to take. And then, take it. Now, for some good advice, do not tell your neighbours and your friends what you are doing. This could dissipate your energy if they find it strange. They may tell you you're mad and that all of this is just metaphysical mumbo-jumbo. However, meta simply means beyond or above. So metaphysical simply is beyond the physical, which is where we do all of our thinking. So whenever you're thinking, you are being metaphysical. Don't give anyone a chance to tell you are doing something silly. Do this for you. Then you can be the example. So as your life is improving, they'll come to you and they'll say, what have you been doing? Then you can tell them, but only if they ask. Don't tell them beforehand. Do this for you. This is for you. Your thinking is your private thoughts. Let them be good and positive. Let this be your special gift to you and for you now.
This is now my perfect day. This is now my perfect day. This is now my perfect day.
By the way, did you know your subconscious mind is subjective? As I said before, it only knows now. That is why affirmations and the things that we say may seem crazy, because you are saying, I am now a magnet to money. I now have all that I could ever need. I have a beautiful home and so much good in my life. Because you may look around and not see the good that you are wanting to create by tomorrow. However, Please know that it will come if you are persistent in thinking right, positive thoughts today. The subconscious mind only knows now. The more you tell it that this is the reality for itself, it will draw to you, just like a magnet, the right divine people and all of the right divine opportunities. You will always be at the right place at the right time. The person you bumped into down the street, literally you may have bumped into someone and knocked their groceries down or something, could be the person you are supposed to meet that is going to take you to your next step, to your highest desire for it to come fulfilled. If you love surfing, you may become the person who owns the top surfboard shop. If you love cooking, you may become a top chef in a restaurant or even own your own restaurant. All things are possible. You know, there are so many different things out there that are not just wishful thinking. You were given a desire. Trust it was because you have the power for it to become fulfilled in this reality called the human experience. And while you are doing this, you know what it's all about? It's simply about raising our awareness, to remember that we are powerful spirits living in a physical body. We are here to raise our spiritual awareness and to do good and to accept the challenges as fun experiences, because there is always a solution. God's will for us is good. And if you are uncomfortable using the word God, simply call it your higher power or universal intelligence. It's all good. Remember to learn how to think for yourself and recreate new good in your life. And be specific about what it is you want to create, because otherwise you are just going to keep recreating the same old circumstances with different people who sound the same and do the same old things. Oh, I've got a great story for you. This is a wonderful story. Now, a man went to a new city, and at the gate was a guard, and he said to the guard of the city, because he couldn't even see over the wall to see what was in the city, "Oh, I hear this is a great and wonderful city, is it? Tell me, what's it like?" And the guard said, "Well, tell me, what was it like where you came from?" "Oh, it was terrible. There was no work, there was depression, there was fighting. It was just horrible. I don't even want to say how horrible it was. There was poverty. Oh, it was dreadful." "Oh, really?" said the guard. "Well, my friend, let me tell you that is what this city is. It's just the same, exactly the same as where you just came from." "Oh dear," said the man and walked away. Well, a little later on, another traveller came along to the same city. The same guard was there at the city wall, and he said to the guard, "Oh, I hear that this is an exciting city, wonderful and positive and full of opportunity. What's it like?" And the guard said, "Well, what was the city like where you came from?" "Oh, it was wonderful. It was positive. It was wealthy. There were wonderful people and great opportunities. And I did very well in that city. But now I just felt a desire to move on and experience more of the world." "Well," said the guard, "let me tell you, my friend, that is exactly the same as this city. Positive, full of opportunity and wonderful people." So are you getting what I'm saying now? I love that story. Yes, where we go, we take ourselves. We take our own thinking. We recreate whatever it is we're thinking about. You have to begin now, right where you are, to change your thoughts. I don't care how many times I repeat this to you. I truly desire for you to get it, to really understand. You can begin today. Create a new place, a new existence, and bit by bit, you will most definitely attract to yourself like-minded, positive, wonderful friends and great relationships and awesome things in your life, because even though some people may see this as materialistic thinking, wanting to attract wealth, etc., it is only because they do not realize how much good one can do when one is happy and wealthy. This is a new way of thinking. It's not about the money. It's not about the houses. It's not about the cars. It's about attracting good in your life. Once you attract that money, you can do whatever you like with it. You can do so much good. Money is here to be beneficial, to serve people and to do good. Money doesn't have a thought. Money is just an energy, something you trade, something you use. So people that think money is evil and to have money is bad, they were just programmed to think that way. That is not the truth. Money is just paper with ink printed on it, a bit of plastic. It's an energy that allows you freedom. It's the same as if you gave something to somebody and they gave you something in return. You swapped a car for a stereo system. Do you think the car's evil? You're just trading to experience what it is you want to have in your life. You trade money for a plane ticket to go experience the beautiful wonders that God has created on this planet Earth. The oceans, the forests. I really want you to get this. I want you to understand that money is just an energy. It's just an exchange for the good that you require and desire in your life. An exchange for you to have your dream home, if that is what your dream is. Your dream may be just to lay under a palm tree in the sun. Whatever it is that you desire to do, so that you can challenge yourself to grow spiritually. That really is what this program, Magnetic Creative Visualization, is all about. I desire for all of us to understand this and to know the truth that will set you free to be whoever you choose to be, whether that is the best mum and dad or the next prime minister or president of your country. Now, of course, I also want you to remember to stay very quiet about this and change within yourself. You don't get up tomorrow and say, I'm a magnet to money, I'm a magnet to money. Quit your job and go buy everything there is with all the money you now have, or don't have if you're buying it with credit. No, you're creating the thought first. Then as you start creating the wealth in your life, then you can do with it as you wish sensibly. I see too many people go to seminars, etc., and they get all pumped up and think, that's it, I've changed my life has changed forever. For some, it may take one listen because they've already built up a good prosperity consciousness and they start creating so much good in their life very quickly. For someone else, it may take a little longer, but it doesn't matter how long it takes to change the new program to create the good. Trust me, you will change your thinking to the positive if you keep listening to this program. You will reprogram your thinking to the positive. You will eventually attract into your life at the right divine place, in the right divine time, all that you need, want and desire. However, you must be disciplined. And it's such a simple discipline. Just listen to these programs over and over again for a minimum of 90 days. Yes, a minimum. When it gets to the point where you say, oh gosh, I can't listen to that another minute, well then, listen again. Because that means you're really getting it and it'll be with you forever and ever. It's just like hearing a jingle over and over again. Then all of a sudden you hear yourself singing the jingle and then you know you've got it. That's when you've got the thought. I would also highly recommend another wonderful musivation program by myself and Bob Proctor titled Be a Magnet to Money. This program is also powerful. It has powerful affirmation songs for you to listen to during the day. They're all powerful, so don't just listen once and say, well, it didn't work. Make sure you listen to it over and over again. As I said before, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Utilizing these two programs is so powerful because one helps you during the day to stay positive with all the affirmation songs, and this program that you're listening to now, particularly the magnetic visualization program itself, is a wonderful way for you to relax your mind and maybe start off in the morning, and particularly when you're going to bed at night. It's such a great thing to listen to as you're going to sleep. Now, even if you just put this program on as you are going to sleep, even if you're sleeping, it will stay and enter into the treasury of your wonderful, magical subconscious mind.
I am a magnet to money. I now have more than I need. I am a magnet to money. Money, money loves me. I am a magnet to money.
You know, you are magnificent, and I love you, and I know that you can do this. We're all born pretty much the same way. I know I've said this before on other programs, but we're pretty much all born with no hair and no teeth, and we usually go out the same way. We are all born with exactly the same gifts that God has given us, and that most important gift is the power to think. I know that every day you can say yes, it's worth it to create the good in your life. You are still going to be here in 5 years. You may as well be here in 5 years with the things that you truly desire. Some people it may take longer. Some people it may be shorter. But I know that you will create them through the power of your subconscious mind. And what I mean by them is those things that you desire to do and to see and to experience in your life. Your higher power is flowing through you right now. Even if you're aware of it or not, it is flowing through you, in you, and all around you. It is you. And the thoughts that you impress upon your subconscious mind, the subconscious, subjective, infinite power that I choose to call God, draws to you just like a magnet and creates for you all of those things in your life that you enter into your subconscious mind. Trust me, this is what happens. This is the law of all universal laws. Whether you believe it or not, it is the truth. Where there's an up, you know what? There's a down, whether you believe that or not. Just try throwing something out the window. What's it going to do? What if you throw an egg out the window? It is going to smash. Trust me. That is the law of polarity. There are laws in this universe, universal laws of thinking. What you think about becomes a reality. The more you think about all day becomes your reality. It is so important to keep your eye on the big picture, your big vision, not on what you don't want to happen, what you do want to happen. I recently received a beautiful email from the Vice President of Musivation, Jesse Horowitz. Now, this is truly a great affirmation as well. This is what he said to me. It is truly an empowering feeling to realize that each and every day that passes, the vision, our big picture unfolds just a little bit more, inching towards the beautiful reality that is destined to be. Now, gosh, I mean, this is what I have created in my life, these wonderful people that I work with. Jesse wrote that and emailed that to me. He had no idea I'd end up putting it on this program. But that is what happens. I mean, when you start visualizing and writing down what you want to create in your life, it's extremely powerful. And I thank Jesse so much for realizing the truth, and for Jennifer, our office manager, and for Sue and Michael and Scotty here at the studio, and for all the wonderful Musivation team and all the people in my life. This is what happens for you. This will happen for you. You'll be surrounded by beautiful, like-minded people who believe in you and your vision, and you believe in them. That is what will be created once you understand the power of your subconscious mind. You will not take this program lightly. You will take it to heart. You will realize that every night as you go to sleep listening to the Magnetic Creative Visualization program, it is not just some little thing you are doing. This is huge. This is you creating your dreams into reality. This is what's going to all of a sudden have you more energized and realizing that you have the potential, that you have the joy, and you are the energy. Because we don't feel like we have energy, it's because we aren't living our dream, we're not living our passion. When we have our passion, we find and attract other like-minded people who also have the energy and passion. So many people ask me, Michelle, how come you don't sleep much? Well, there are times when I do sleep more than other times. But when I'm around like-minded people and there's so much good going on, I feel alive and so blessed because I know God is here. God is here now, and God knows how I don't know how. I can always rely on knowing if I don't know how, I can leave it to God. Now, this is a funny joke. I love this. How do you make God laugh? Tell God your plans. In other words, tell God how you're going to do it. No. All we need to do, so that we don't get into panic and worrying, all we need to do is keep our eye on the big picture. And how to do it will unfold itself to you in many different magical ways. Find out what that thing is that you desire and make sure it is good and it will do good for you and also for your world. And then allow it to be created. Of course, we need to be practical and have business plans and do the action steps. But knowing when we do that right divine action will be clear when you listen to your intuition. Your intuition is the voice from the infinite leading and guiding you. Some people get confused because sometimes, they feel all emotional. They say, oh no, I feel like I'm supposed to do this. I think, what is it I'm feeling? When it's over emotional, that is not your intuition. That's your past programming being triggered by a present situation that stimulated that thought, that feeling. I know right now this may seem confusing to you, but the more you listen to this and the more you experience real intuition, the clearer the intuition will be when it comes to you. That is God's voice within. Just the small voice that guides you, not some big emotional outlet or outburst, just this feeling like, I've got to go and call so-and-so, and then the phone rings, and there it is. They're there on the other end of the phone. That's it. That is just simple synergy. That is listening to that still, small voice that I choose to call intuition. Now, I just want you to know that this tape is more than just a program. I know I've said it before, but I love to repeat myself because then I know that you're going to get this. Utilizing this magnetic creative visualization program is a great start to a new, happy, abundant life. You don't need 20,000 million other programs. They'll just dissipate your power. You're listening to too many things. Study this, do these things I'm teaching you and I'm telling you and I'm sharing with you. I love you and I know that this works, as it has been proven in my life and so many other people's lives over and over and over again. Trust and let go. And by letting go, I mean trust that the powers to be, and I mean the infinite, is working for you, in you, right here, right now. You know, there's a wonderful, well-known author. His name is Zig Ziglar. I love this quote from Ziggy. There is no way you can look into the game of life and determine whether or not you'll get that big break tomorrow, or whether it'll take another week, month, year, or even longer. But it will come. Thanks, Zig. I love that. And you know what? That is the truth. Whatever your it is, it will come as long as you never give up. Keep the vision. Keep connected to the strength. You really must know that all we go through, whatever we go through, we are only here on the planet to raise our awareness. But we must, while we are doing it, have a vision of purpose that we feel is good for us. This is good for you. You are good for you. You are your best friend. So, my friend, go for it. And remember, I love you.
You know what? All things are possible to you.